played great. I thought Barchi played great. Hazer played great. Matthias came in and really stepped up his play for us. So that was, those are the positive things out of the time.
Power play was the difference. I guess they got 2. And, you go for 5 tonight. I guess you weren't in the last few because of the fight. But
yeah, they, that's the. We know that special teams is the difference in most games, and we got to find a way to bear down and kill those penalties and find a way to score those goals. And it was a good effort. I really thought we battled hard towards the end. It was just it's a tough grind, tough uphill grind when you're coming down 3-0.
Fatigue from the road trip and being shorthanded. 2 guys. Is that a factor? Tired legs a little bit.
I think we're trying to get our rest as much as we can, but we've had a couple hard days, a couple hard games, and we're asking a lot out of everyone right now. We're asking everyone play extra hard, do the extra things, get in the hard areas, and I think our D are playing great. Our goaltending's Tommy's still hanging us, keeping us in there, and as forwards, we just got to keep bearing down, keep going to the net hard, and play a hard game. That's how we win games.
I mean, like the game against Sunrise against these guys, you were hanging around.
Yeah, that's our positive things tonight are our work ethic towards the end of the game. We had guys that really stepped up their play when Kopecky and Winchester went down, and little character things tonight. Guys, there's some good block shots. There were some guys really trying to pick up their game and do the little bit extra to win. We hung in there. Our goaltending kept us in like he has for the last 6-7 games, and we're slowly building.
Obviously, it's tough on the tail end of the road trip.
Sam, another win for your team. A nice little roll here. How do you think this is happening?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. I mean, for the most part of that game, we played the right way. We broke the puck out of our end and played real hard. And I think the focus for us is to continue to do that. I mean, we had full 60 minutes against Columbus, and tonight let off the gas for a little bit. But it's nice to come out with the win. It's a good feeling. I mean, I feel like I've been getting chances and just want to continue to do that and create for my line mates and help contribute to wins. So tonight was a big one. Yeah, no, it was good. I had to make a change. I felt like there was just too much I was looking through, and a little easier to see the puck tonight. Yeah, it's just instead of 2 bars, it's 1.
A 3-day break with a win. I think that's the biggest thing that we'll take from this. I mean, tonight wasn't a perfect game by any means, but to get a win and to win 3 straight going into a nice little break gives us some good momentum now.
Dallas talked about this earlier when I asked him about overall team toughness and more guys just getting engaged even in scrums and not turning away. We saw your captain, didn't wait for an invitation again tonight. Was that something collectively talked about in the room?
A little bit. I mean, we just want to be a team that supports each other in every facet of the game. We don't want to be a team that shies away from anything after the whistle. I mean, if you're going to get a penalty for defending a teammate, then we'll kill that one off. I think that's been our mantra lately, and it seems to be working.
How much looser?
Another win for your team, Ryan. It just seems like things are clicking right now. What's going well for you, do you think?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we're bearing down on our chances, and we're putting the puck in the net when we get the opportunities, and that comes down to the second and third opportunities for us, and it's huge for us right now. We have a good run at home here, and we know how important these games are, and it's nice to get a couple in a row.
You ended up in a bit of a wrestling match with a stick and a helmet out there, kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know how it quite got stuck like that, but I was going to skate off, but I couldn't see anything either, so I just tried to take the helmet off and get back in the play. It was pretty funny.
How did it feel without a helmet?
Yeah, it was different. It was Mac T probably took him back to the old days. It was definitely my first time going around out there without a helmet on.
out, just how nice does this feel compared to the way things were going a couple of weeks ago for this team?
Well, it feels like night and day. I mean, personally, I'm enjoying playing hockey, and a couple of I don't know how many days, 5 days ago, I really didn't. So it's a huge difference.
On the ice, what are you noticing about what you guys are doing that's starting to work, where you can see that it is a completely different team, like you said, night and day, where maybe earlier on the season things weren't clicking right, maybe tape-to-tape passes, little things like that?
Well, I think we don't have to, or we can't celebrate too much. It's just 3 games, but I think last 2 games scoring the first goal has helped a lot, and then our power play has been really good, and Dubnik has been good. I think those 3 things have been the most important.
How about for yourself? You're playing with Will and Luke. Do you find that you feel comfortable there with those guys, bigger line, just aggressive going into the corners, and whenever you get out there trying to do something?
Yeah, last 2 games we've played better, but we've also got a little bit more ice time, so it's easier to stay in the game. But yeah, these last 2 games, it feels like hockey is so much fun again, and I think we're playing better as a line and we're getting more ice time. Thanks. Appreciate it.
It just brings back a lot of memories. It's a fun building to play in. Unfortunately for us tonight, we got to watch that. But yeah, it's always great coming back.
Your bench got shortened a little bit with a couple players going down. How do you feel your team responded to that adversity?
Well, we had a slow start. That's kind of been our problem as of late, and start makes such a difference. It's such a momentum swing, and yeah, when you're behind the 8 ball right away, it's just tough to catch up in this league.
What was the difference in this game? Was it just them capitalizing on the power play? I mean, you guys did go for 5 on yours, or was it something else?
Well, special teams, they're everything in this league, and they got 2 power play goals. We got 0. Definitely a factor in the game. Something that we definitely got to keep focusing on.
Improves. The whole game improves from our standpoint, because I thought right from the beginning of the game you could see that they had the work ethic wasn't there, the legs weren't there, the compete level wasn't there. And that made a struggle. And going through the first period, sometimes that's going to happen, and you think that maybe you can get it back, and we just never ever got it back. I mean, there was a lot of guys that, for whatever reason, were off and sluggish and didn't have the same kind of focus and energy that we expect from them, and it wasn't there.
Thomas Kopechki, an update on him?
His upper body, and probably be out tomorrow.
And Winchester came back.
He came back.
Did that hurt? Was being shorthanded
Yeah.
and a long road trip, tired
Absolutely.
legs, etc.?
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't have a lot of the legs to start, and you want to get the energy back, and we lost. Winchester came back and then left again, and we were basically playing with 3 lines, and so that hurt a little bit as well. But this is the worst energy level that since I've been here, and you have to try to analyze and figure out why it happened. But what the main thing is now is you got to make sure that it doesn't happen again tomorrow, because points are important. We're on tough buildings. We're going to go into Calgary tomorrow, and we got to be reset again and get ourselves refocused on that.
You could still end this trip 3-2. That'd be a big.
Yeah, I mean, I think every game is going to be so important for us. What we get now, what we can scrounge off, even trying to fight tonight to get back and get a point. That 3rd goal was a really hard one, and if you can get points, then you'll find out later on in April and March that those were important points. So right now it's refocusing and get ourselves back. As I said, we weren't good. We didn't have energy. We didn't work, and nothing else followed. So our special teams weren't very good. We had a couple chances, but we didn't do enough for sure.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Coach.
contribute.
Determined not to shave until they.
No, this is coming off now. We'll start another one for Chicago.
Coach, coming off like a 7-0 win, do you think it's easy for maybe a team to come out in the next game a little sluggish and not as focused after a big win like that? And how do you think the team responded tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were good and bad in the game tonight. I saw lots of good that we had in our last game, and then I thought we were getting a little cute at times. And playing like, okay, we're just going to rack these guys 7-0 too and have our way with them, and that's never going to happen in this league. You got to play hard. You've got to go through your habits hard, and I thought we got away from it a few times. It was concerning, but we were able to snap it back. We took some unfortunate penalties, some questionable penalties late in the game, and even though our clears, we just couldn't seem to get the puck down the ice. We found a way to kill those penalties off. So it was, the last game that we played, I thought we played excellent. Tonight, I thought we played good.
There's been an aggressiveness in Andrew Phillips's game the last little bit here. He's had to take some penalties to do it, but are you in favor of him being the aggressor in those situations?
Love it. Love it. Need more of it from our group. We need to have an aggression about us, and not a dumb aggression, not an unintelligent one, but one that, hey, you're not going to fool around with us. It's that pack mentality, and Andrew's leading in that regard. It goes back to the Tampa game. There was a questionable hit on one of our guys. We're getting a power play. I was okay with him coming in there. You've got to let the team know that you mean business. So, Andrew was physical again tonight, and we love that. We love it.
Would you say the confidence levels at a season high right now with the team there?
Well, it's certainly higher than it was a few weeks ago, I'll tell you that. So, but I still, our confidence is high. We want to keep that going, but we also understand that we have higher aspirations than the game that we played today. We can play better than we played today, and it's got to be one of these everyday things. So I love confidence. I love that our power play has some confidence. The guys are scoring is great. I like that we're keeping it out of our net with our team and with our goaltender, but we can play better than that. We have to get a program going here that years down the road is like, this is how we do things, this is how we play, and there's never ever any compromise on it.
Are they at the point now where not only do they know they can play better, but they specifically know what they have to correct based on?
Yeah, you hear it on the bench now, where very early in the season you didn't hear a whole lot, and now as soon as there's when there's a detail in the game that we're missing, or sometimes we're not even missing it, it's reminders from the bench. Guys are speaking the same language now, and a language that they all understand. And maybe a guy's missing an assignment, there's 3 or 4 guys yelling from the bench, or even if the guy's getting the assignment done, there's encouragement from it. So those are all real positive signs and things that we want to continue to build our foundation on.
Devin's playing a lot better than he did earlier in the season. Have you noticed a change maybe in his approach or how he's carried himself over the last 2 weeks or so, earlier on in the year?
Well, he seems real focused early in the games. I thought when our team was struggling, our team wasn't focused early, and he was part of that. So I find him very focused early in the games now, and then he gets into the rhythm. He gets a little swagger back there. So he's been excellent for us as of late. And when your goalie's excellent, the wins start piling up.
Still get the feeling. I mean, you talked about messing with a winning lineup. In the sense that probably go same lineup in the next game. I know it's early, but
yeah, I haven't thought down the road. Our group's got a day off tomorrow, so the early answer is yes, same lineup, but I'll have to kick it around for 48 hours.
I'm really asking if Devin can start in Chicago.
Probably.
Just discuss the fans, and it was almost like whatever happened a couple weeks ago didn't happen, the way they sort of saluted you off the ice, and a little bit of what that means to the team to be doing what you're doing and having it happen now even more.
Well, it's always nice when you're coming off the ice and they're clapping and not yelling, "You suck." So, but I always look at the other way. Like you want to give your fans something. These people, they dress their kids up, they get in their cars, they drive here through tough weather, they pay great prices for seats and popcorn and whatever else they eat up there, and they come in looking to be entertained, and entertained in a good way, that when they leave the rink, they've got a great feeling inside them. So I think you always owe it to your fans to give everything you have and to win hockey games. And if you give them that, they give you something great back. And what they give you is encouragement, and with encouragement comes confidence. And so it's a give here. We want to give them good hockey games. We want to give them wins. And in return, what we get back is encouragement, which always leads to great, great things.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks, Ray.